is September 8th, 6:45 in the morning. I came into this spot completely blind. I just put on OnX, so I was like, there's no knob with a flat on it. So, I came out here. The wind's kind of, thermals are going to be dropping into this ravine to my left right here. I have never touched foot in this area. There's a cut above me on top. That's a 2013 cut, so it's about 11 years old. So it's good food source for them. Ain't good bedding for doe, but it's starting to get, it's really foggy this morning. So I can see a little bit, but I'm thinking I might be moving later on today down a little bit because there's like bedding type stuff right down here at the bottom, laurel and all that kind of stuff. The buck yesterday came from behind me, walking this way, like he was coming over this way, and they were chasing at the bottom. Drew saw the same thing, I heard the same thing yesterday. So I may hunt here and then go down to the bottom for the evening hunt, but we'll see what happens here. So it is almost 8 o'clock. It is still foggy, and you can only see about 50 to 60 yards. Can't range anything, can't pre-range anything, so pretty much only say like 20 yards. There's something down below me rustling around. Sounded like maybe it was a bear. It was like ripping open logs. Bear hidden right now. But I'm only going to sit here till probably 9:30, unless I see something before then. But I'm going to sit here and do some blind calling, some grunts, some doe estrus bleats, and see what happens. It cuts up there behind me. The wind's actually kind of coming up my face right here. Okay, so I was in this tree right here. I'm deciding to move because this area just, I don't know, there's nothing in here that screams set up here for the rut. So I'm going down this bench. I'm going to make it loop down this way, make my way up to this cut, and try to loop around the other side of the cut where the wind's actually blowing. And there's a creek there too. I'm trying to set up over there, but I'll go down this way just to see what it's about, because I saw there was something down here ripping something. I think it was a bear with a bench that I originally had marked on it. I was way up there, but I feel like it was just over this knob that I heard something scratching. I heard stuff moving all morning, but it wasn't anywhere close to me. It's nice and thick though, especially right down here. You have the small little trees. It's a good, decent rut right there. And you can see a faint trail going this way as well. There's a little ravine right here. He's sitting over here too. Not fresh at all. There's a over here too. Trail. Right there. It goes right here. I'm gonna walk it out and see where it leads to. This scrape was just done this morning. You can tell because the leaves are kicked up right here with all dirt. There's another one up here too. Out, to be honest. That was done yesterday. Some leaves in it. That was done yesterday there. He's an aggressive buck. Seems like they're just traveling. There's 3 scrapes right here. Looks like going downhill. I can smell it. That's a good rub. Out of here. I'm gonna keep walking down this way a little bit here and see what it looks like looped around, but I think I might go on this trail right here and see what it's like in there, but I want to keep going this way after that. Really ripped apart right there. There's like a bunch of these really fresh rubs all the whole way down right here. Going both down, back, everywhere's traction. So I think they're cruising right here. He says, I don't know, I don't want to set up in this. There's really nowhere to set up in here. But I'm just going to keep walking this a little bit there and see what I find. Because there's a saddle up here too. The first pile of deer shit I found this far. That's a big pile. This is a heavy trail right here. Really heavy trail. That's like the first heavy trail I found. So there's this heavy trail going up right here. I'm thinking I should probably follow that. Get up top there. Rub right up here. There's actually one over here too. I need that wind to pick up again. this way. I'm thinking that down over here is where they come from. Out of the evening. I'm gonna walk down here and see if there's a way to get in there a little better than walking through all this stuff. Look at this. They're feeding all around right here. There's a heavy trail going down. That's probably doe. Probably just a bunch of doe just in here. I think it might be turkey as well. There's some turkey poop in here. But where there's turkey, there's usually deer. Nice right here, this opening right here. It's exactly what I kind of want to set up in for this evening. And some fresh rubs right here, like real fresh. It's 12:46. I walked. I got out of the tree stand around 8:30ish, 9 o'clock. Walked up the hill, found a lot of really good signs you guys saw, but just not any good trees set up in. And it looks more like early season or late season type of area to hunt. So I came back down to below where I was hunting last night, which was actually right up on top right there. And that buck came down this way. And then Drew is actually probably about a mile up that way, on top of the knob. And he said he heard chasing but couldn't see anything. So I came down here to pretty much just watch this creek bottom here. There's a trail right beside it, and there's really, with the drought, there's not much water around. So I imagine they had to come drink at least some point. And it's a perfect funnel to come right down through here. It's really steep on that side and really steep on this side. So pretty much gonna see what happens tonight. Debating in my head where I want to go tomorrow. If I drive to the bar tonight, then I'm not going to be driving back to my cabin because it's pretty much the same distance. It's the exact same distance. But if I'll have to keep it out of the wind, because if there's certain wind, I might hunt a different area. That Ethan had a lot of doe activity, some buck activity on, so I might hit that up. But pretty much like just rough right now. It's like I feel like you're chasing your tail during the rut. Like you can't really key in on hot sign because they're not making the hot sign. Once you find the hot sign, you're like, the hot sign's too late at that point. So just trying to pretty much set some funnels and find those funnels and pinch points and all that kind of stuff. Might let a few calls here at like 2:30, 3 o'clock. Might do that and just see what happens.